Welcome back to Small Solo Dungeon. So, recently got a new PB, 30 minutes, 33 seconds for the any percent Dungeon 1 run. So with it comes a revised guide. So during the run I went off script a little bit and we've sort of figured out a few things we can cut out and optimize. So this is just going to be a sort of a casual run going through the changes for anyone interested in learning the run or just seeing what the run is like. We'll get into it, we'll just start a new file. I'm not going to worry too much about the timing. So first things first, we just got to spam through all the tutorial, all the prompts. So essentially, on the last enemy, you want to resume spam clicking, since that's when the prompt is going to appear. So right now, and a good thing to sort of practice and learn is mouse placement, so knowing where to put the mouse prior to what's coming up. So for instance, on this next screen, we want the mouse on the center of the blacksmith, since this is where the OK prompt appears. So spam click. Cool. And then on this next screen, there's going to be two OK prompts and a quest. So you want to click twice in the middle and then move the mouse down to the quest. So spam. Cool. Move the mouse over so you can leave and enter. Pretty decent time. I think it was 103. Little novelty side thing. I want to try and enter the dungeon in at least a minute or under a minute. I think it is possible if you are really optimized on the clicks. We'll have to see. Other than that, we're just doing the tutorial run and learning to click through all of the prompts. Do wish you could sort of skip them. Granted, it's not as bad as it could be. Imagine if you had to sit through them for an extended period, like if they auto-scrolled through them all and you couldn't actually click. Alright, we'll grab our shabby gear and continue onwards. So this time around, we're going to beat level 5 and then leave straight away. So there's no point going further, you're just wasting time. And a good tactic is to watch your HP. As soon as you hit 3 and then your guy attacks, you can turn auto off. That way you can leave the dungeon straight away. So right now, leave. Cool. Other than that, we're continuing to just follow the little tutorial, turn our quests, buy our stall upgrade, and then our hammer ale, hire one guy, turn in the quests, upgrade the table, and here's the first little change. We're not going to grind out any extra gold, we're just going to enter and exit. So we're going to get exactly enough gold from the crafter and mailbox. Pretty sure this is so you don't soft lock the game, since if you get unlucky and there's 3 crafters in the tavern, you wouldn't have enough gold without the quest in the mailbox. Luckily for us, we got 3 soda junkies, meaning we get to keep all of our gold. So the next goal is 110 gold. We've cut it down, used to be 120. 110 is essentially the thinnest margin you can, and you're sort of playing around getting 1 carpenter. I used to play around getting 2 on your next grouping, because obviously you need 20 gold spare to hire both of them. So it's a bit risky. You can obviously sell stuff to the blacksmith. It's annoyingly, it does trigger his, it's like a second tutorial he has about buying, because you can't really check the tavern and then sell. Sorry, you can't check the tavern and then build. Well, you can actually. I don't know where I'm going with that. It's slower. That's the main thing. So hopefully we get the chest gold from the boss, and then we don't have to grind out too much. Pretty sure with the chest gold we'd be over 110 actually. We did get it. That's awesome. We can exit. We're ahead simply because we didn't have to do the little grind I usually do. So I usually grind out an extra 20 or so gold. But pretty good. So talk to you, grab our materials to build the blacksmith. Here's the little tutorial bit on how to craft. Turn the quest. Upgrade the stool twice. Grab patron. Enter and exit so that we reset. Hopefully we get 4. And at least it would be good to have no carpenters, since we do want to buy probably 1 more healing stone, and of course we get 3, so you'd have to sell a few things. Essentially you're selling anything that isn't wood or iron. With 40, we can actually buy 1 more healing stone as well. Unfortunately, it does mean we're entering the dungeon with no gold, which is really bad because we're trying to grind 200 to 250. So that's that next step. Optimistically aim for 250 gold. Something's telling me we're not going to get close, so we'll settle for anything over 200 gold. That way we can at least unlock the Wizard Tower and sell whatever we can. Weapons and whatnot aren't too big of a deal, so you can sell like the bottles and the stools. Since stools only give 1 HP, it's not a huge bonus. Other than that, just pray for chest gold and sit back and relax a little. No gold for us. Sad. Hopefully we don't get too many harder enemies either. And we get 2 of them. But yes, they drop extra gold, which is kind of nice. We also take a lot more hits. This is a nicer room. 2-shotting and 1-shotting. No damage for us. So much better. So we're definitely going to have to grind up to the boss. I doubt we get to 200. Bonus chest? Nope. Still. Heal is quite nice. That puts us in a good position for both the boss and grinding. No slow. These guys and spiders are really horrible. This is quite nice. It's 2 enemies instead of 3, so I don't mind the fact that they're the pseudo-elites. Yeah, so speed down, or slowing from the slugs. These guys should have probably focused him first. And the spiders is probably the worst debuff, and of course we get it, since I didn't optimally go for it. I should learn my lesson, I should target him, but I didn't. Luckily he just basic attacked. So we're still in a good position. We still have 18 heals. Might be a little bit ahead, depending on boss loot. Everyone's... But no, this carpenter needs... that's my bad. I should have healed this carpenter, because he can be one-shotted. This boss does at maximum 8. So I really need to get this guy above it so that he doesn't die. So everyone should be fine, they'll top up and they'll survive hits. Fingers crossed. I don't know if I said it before, but you can tell right when you click on it. It goes up like so. That's very nice. I should have been more optimistic. Trust the guide. So we can move on. We lost a little bit of time, but we're still ahead of my PB actually. Okay, so we're building the Wizard Tower, or Wizard Hut. Walking through, turning out quests. Grabbing the stool and the table. Now, we don't have enough we don't have enough gold just yet to craft an iron sword, which we do want. So we are going to reset. We're aiming for 5 patrons. We're going to hire whoever we can. We need 20 gold to warp, and then if we can essentially have enough gold to buy or build an iron sword, we're going to do so. It's not a big deal if we can't. It does help out, but you can sort of scrape through. It's going to take me a little bit. Roughly, it should be 2 and 5 from testing that you get a 5 patron tavern. So it should happen fairly soon. It's good that we got 6. It should help us not worry about the iron sword, but we do have to sell stuff so that we can get to 20 gold. And fingers crossed we can beat the boss without the extra damage. Such a bad early ambush. I want to get rid of the flies first, save the least HP. And take more hits than I realise. Maybe they have more HP than I'm thinking. And I should have healed. I was not paying attention. I just saw 4 enemies and had to do something. Okay, that's bad. We're going to try and do 1. We're going off book. We're going to try and get enough gold to both hire and build the iron sword. that should be enough. So 5, which we didn't get, so we want to reset. You either want 6 or you want 5, and you want to craft the Iron Sword. The early game for this is probably the most difficult. It's very luck-based, which is actually quite nice because it obviously means you can reset early before you get too deep into a run. 5 patrons, please. Yeah, that'll do. We do want to sell some stuff that we can craft. So sell. We only have 5, that's annoying. So, everything's equipped, this is my bad. Probably get away with 2, and we are going to sell the stools. They are only 1 HP. So yeah, you don't need the stools, they don't give too much HP. We're actually 3 gold short, annoyingly, so I'm going to have to sell a bottle. Craft our Iron Sword, and go ahead and give it to one of the back guys. And we are behind, not a big deal. Would have been nice to keep the momentum going. At least I got a good split. What's our summer best is down to 29.27. So at least that's a good sign that we can get under 30 minutes. But it will come down to the RNG. Yeah, so the Iron Sword just makes such a big difference. Anything decent? No. Key. So that mini boss must always drop a key. I wish there was like a path guaranteed then, so that you could use the key. That's the other thing that could actually save us. So my 50-60 split on here is 18 minutes 40 something. I had a 15-minute split, and that was from warping. So if you get the right warps, the amount of time you could save would be huge. So for instance, right now we skip 30. And we're not too worried about gold at this point. Yes, we would like to buy stuff and craft stuff, but it's not a huge deal. Talk to you. Hire our patrons. We got another 5, so that's decent. We want to buy iron. We want to buy 14 at least, which it doesn't have. We need at least 1 wood, so we've got that. We could actually make the Iron Sword right now, I believe. Yeah, we'd have 30 gold left. So that's decent. We can have 1 on both sides, and we can do 40. So the time loss wasn't as bad, since we did get the warp. We can skip the boss, so hopefully we can make it up. Other than that, the Yank Iron, you can obviously do it in stages, you don't need it all at once, same with the crafting. So I've got on here, sign on 5, beat level 40, so that's what we're doing, and then get 6 iron shields, craft iron sword. Yes, it would be nice to have them all at that stage, but you can do it as you obviously get the materials. Other than that, gold is no longer a huge thing, so we don't really care. We just worried about clearing and surviving, so the iron shields do really help. Essentially, 30 to 40 you need the extra damage, 40 to 50 and 60 you want the extra HP. Always pick a path, since it does skip a fight, so it's always going to be quicker. Perfect. And like that, we're ahead again, thanks to the warping. We had definitely lied on the gold, though. Sorry, buy. So right now we're going to need 12 gold. 12 iron. And we can go ahead, we need to save 40 gold. I do actually have to hire as well, I sort of forgot about. We do get the quest gold. We got 6, that's quite nice. You should be on the other side, and you should have the healing stone. So safety-wise, you could buy more healing stones. I think you'll be fine if you make the iron shields. Need to keep 40, so that's all we can grab. No big deal. 3, that'll do. So yeah, so feel free to space out all your crafting. The main priority is to give the shields to the attackers and then to your healers. Because obviously, for the boss, you just need as much damage as possible. So the 2 with iron swords are the main thing you're worrying about. To be real safe, I probably could have given the chest armor to this guy, just to make sure he goes through since he's our other healer. You could also buy 1 more healing stone. I don't think it's really needed. I think you can get away with 2. It'd probably just allow you to get to 60 in one go and not reset. We should be fine. This pig is actually really annoying. It has a double attack, so it hits 2 at once. I've only seen it a couple times, but it did take me by surprise. It doubles, it's good. Healed up. Bye-bye, little carrot. Ah, so nice. Why couldn't all ambushes just be 2 enemies? So the other big thing with the new guide is we're skipping the bed. We're not getting it till later on in the run. So we're really just trying to get to 1,000 gold to get the mystics. You don't necessarily need them for 70, it is quicker if you can get them before 70, so after we get to 60. If we don't, it won't be too much of a big deal. So we are out of healing, so I'm definitely not going to push. It's fine if we lose 1 or 2 guys here. Which we did. It's quite nice. Did I speak too soon? No. I'll probably manually do the boss. I'm just going to worry about... Well, actually, we're out of healing, so it doesn't matter. I was going to say I was just going to do as much damage as possible. Nothing to worry about. With 6, we should be able to get him almost in 1 round. And of course he goes for the 2 iron swords. So we definitely killed our chances at going to 60. Meat club, that's a decent weapon. That'll speed things up. Looks like we will be behind. Not too sure why. Maybe we're just a bit slower with dealing with things. Ooh, we do need to reset the tavern though, so that also impacts. This is the only sort of problem. But we got 5, so it's fine. And we do just want to make our iron. I don't even know how many more I need. We'll go with 3. I bought way too many, that looks like. Yeah. Oh well. Do there. And do 60. I'm curious what at our time. Crafting? I thought I did pretty decently. I must have just had a really good time. Or I split too early. Or I must have done 50 and 60 together. That's the only thing I could probably see. Oh, it's bad. Slow. So, mine shafts early on are really good because then you don't have to spend the gold buying the iron. So essentially each one of these is like getting 10 gold. This point of the run, I've got the iron shields. I don't need them. I guess they're decent to sell. At least we're skipping a lot of enemies. Might lose a guy. Yeah, not a big deal. It's probably worth it to manually try and clear one enemy before you try to heal and recover. Have you ever played Darkest Dungeon? Sort of the same principle. It's better to be offensive and lose someone than waste time healing and being trapped in like this cycle of trying to recover and just taking more damage. I mean, you should be fine here. Should be able to trigger... Oh, he attacked. Been a while since I've seen him attack. There we go, there's the healing. It's kind of bad, because we're only doing, what, like an extra 13 damage over that? I think usually you could 2-round him, especially if you obviously have enough people. Oh well. Ooh. Keep auto off. What was that? Ooh. That's horrible to see. 3 minutes behind. But it is, obviously, just a casual run. So, turn the quests. We can unlock the Mystics. It's 50 gold to hire one, and then we also have to warp. So it's a bit unoptimal, but you would buy them. Grab a soda junkie, reset, and you're looking for 3. So hopefully we get 3. We don't have the bed. We got 2, so that is... I think that's doable. So we hire them. We're going to grab these soda junkies. Calmter would be nice, but we also need the money to warp, so we need 60 gold. So 1, 3, 4... So we can sell 1, we can sell 1. And we do have a bunch of resources to sell. So we can probably hire the Calmter. Selling's just quite slow. Probably going to skip the food. Well, we need 60 gold and then 10 gold, so that should be enough. Okay. And we want to manually AoE. Single target you could damage. But yeah, the AoE just does so much more damage. Especially on group enemies like this. Just helps you clear a lot quicker. And yeah, this is essentially the rest of the run. You just AoE down all the enemies. After this run, we'll unlock the bed, and that way we can hire as many Mystics as we can. Generally, you want to buy 1, and then reset looking for 3. That way you can get 4, and then with 4 you can clear all the zones just through the Mystics. I probably should have done the AoE. It's not too bad. Not too worried about the damage. We should be able to just out DPS and not worry about healing. Oh, no, we might lose 1 Mystic. So that's a bad sign. That looks like we probably do need to heal. Might be worth getting a 3rd healing sign to just, in this scenario, you could heal up. Because obviously I want to cast the AoE. So that would be better for clearing anyway. Should be able to clear everyone but the knight. Almost like, oh, that might have cost me. Just don't hit this guy. Saved. Well, not punished. That's the better way of saying it. Okay, big boy. Looks tough. Has shockingly small HP. See? Quite a joke of a boss. So we should actually save time here. Ooh. Exit. And rinse and repeat. So we want to unlock the bed, hire 1 Mystic, reset. 3 is fine for this segment, but you do want to get 4 going forwards after 70, so 80 onwards. But 3 should be enough damage. But it does help because we are obviously low on gold at that point. So we couldn't have gone 4 even if we wanted. We were running out of gold. And not being able to warp, which is the worst thing. Probably also want to heal them up in case we do get ambushed again. Same time, we don't really have enough damage though. Probably on the mini boss we can. Since it'd probably take 2 rounds to do it anyway. He did 14, didn't he? So I should probably heal this one up too. The chances we get ambushed, and then the chances the ambush kills that 1 Mystic. Actually, they've got the meat club, so they're healing, so that's fine. This guy is somewhat of an issue. Does have a little bit more HP than the last guy. He one-shots. Should have enough damage though. Yes, go for the easy people. There we go. So unfortunately I don't think I can save any time here, since I do them all essentially the same. As for the quest, you can turn it in. Going for further dungeons, so to speak, you don't need to. The higher one, reset, and we're looking for 3. Actually, this is probably the one bit I can save time. I'm going to hire another one, turn the quest in for the gold, and then reset. So again, you want 4 for this area, and oh, there's 3. If you got 6, you could probably do 80 to 100. But we didn't, so we'll have to do it like this. I think you would cut it close on the mana though. You definitely have to do the single enemies and maybe the 2 rooms manually and through attacks rather than AoEs. You could probably do the 2 rooms, but if you skip the single rooms and the mini boss, you would probably be able to do them both in the same segment. The amount of mana you have. I feel like I also got a warp somewhere here, which will actually be tough to beat on a future run. Save the mana. Yeah, so if you just auto attack through the mini boss, it should take 2 rounds. Oh, it took 1, that's pretty good. You should be able to save enough mana. Because essentially these 3 should run out of mana, and then you'd have 3 Mystics here to do 90 to 100, and then you just spread out their damage. Well, we're starting to need 4. It'd probably be like a go for broke strategy. Just to try and really push for the best time possible. You just have to risk it at the end of the run. I mean, I'm gonna have a little bit of mana left up. Definitely can't do it with 5 though. You need 3. We'll see how much mana we have left after the boss. That would be a rough idea on that side. Oh, never mind, one's gone, so I can't. Actually, got 3 seconds back on the previous split too. So it took 3 extra. So even with this as a mystic, you wouldn't have enough damage, you'd still have to cast twice more. So you just have to get lucky on the damage. Well, almost there. 2, we want 3. Probably hire 1 more and reset. Perfect. Off we go. See the Dark Lord. So I think single attacking at this stage you won't be able to do enough damage. Oh, we did clear. Whether or not casting 4 times is quicker? Nah. So single. Okay, so definitely 1 enemy rooms you want to single target attack. Anything else you want to spam your AoE will be the quickest. Yeah, no. Mini boss, you need to AoE. You'd probably get away with the mini boss on the previous floor, but I think you'll have too much HP. And you don't want to take damage. Pretty sure the majority of your party can be one-shot. Oh, skip a room. Nice. Don't worry about healing, just push through, do enough damage. Disorientate is probably the worst ability, as it makes you miss. Luckily it was on the Soda Junkie. His AoE is not too bad because it doesn't do too much damage. This one should go, but they should all live. There's also a slow animation, I guess, so that's an issue. There you go. Nice and easy. And there you go, that's the run in a nutshell. 2 things accomplished. Explained it for you guys, and I got some better splits to run against. No pressure at all with these splits. I should be able to beat them fairly easily. What was it? 33 minutes, almost 34. We'll call it 34 minutes. 34 minutes, Dimension 1, all the way to the boss. Pretty decent. Hope you enjoyed.